to you?
Yeah, that was a huge honor. They told me yesterday after practice. It's an honor that they look at me as somebody who fills the shoes of a guy like that, a great guy like that. Well, they were very. They said it was an easy decision for them, and that made me feel good. That they look up to me in that regard. Preparing, he's a legend around here. What he did on and off the field, it's what everybody should strive to be as a football player here. It's not all about football. Football will end at some point. It's got to be who you are off the field too. It matters. You got to treat others the way you be treated, and that's out in the community as well. So it was a huge honor for me to be recognized by the board.
Where did you learn that? Maybe even before you got here, from a teammate that took you under his wing?
It was, just the people I grew up with, the town I grew up in, teaching you. It's just a small, homey community that everybody treats everybody the same. They like each other. We're just like one big family back in our 1 square mile town, one stoplight. So I think that kind of stems from just being there for everybody else out in the community. And, that kind of stemmed on over into here, just be a good guy.
Austin, Luke Reimer was just in the hallway telling us that one of the reasons that you guys were able to keep fighting back and hold to flying the way they were tonight, back and forth game, is the leaders are very good at rallying the guys. You're one of those people on this team. What do you say to the guys when Wade's going back and forth on the sidelines?
Yeah, it's we finally gotten a good, healthy game. There's a couple times we shot ourselves in the foot, which that's going to happen in football, but it's ultimately the ups and downs, the roller coaster of the game. You got to stay even keeled. That's kind of my stress this year. I tell the leaders that those guys are going to look up to us, see how we react on a fumble with a minute, however much left. How are we going to react? There's still time on the clock. There's still time for us to battle and win a football game. So that's kind of my mentality to it. There's still time on the clock. I'm in it. I'm all for it, and I'm going to battle with the guys.
Adrian said he kind of thought that on the fumble, that the play might have been wrapping up there. What did you see on the pile being pushed?
Yeah, we don't get calls in this. That's nothing new though, and we can't let refs dictate how we play. Yeah, it's going to go one way or the other. In another game, they might have called it down. The same group of refs. It's hit or miss with a lot of guys sometimes, but that's just another play in a football game. They get it's a left hook, and you got to respond with the right hook. But I love the way Adrian played. Adrian's a warrior, and he's my guy, and I trust him back there.
Hey Austin, that first half, going into the locker room, it didn't look like you guys were poised to score 29 points in the second half. What changed? You got it started there with your touchdown in the third quarter, but what changed with the way you executed and attacked them offensively?
Yeah, we just had the mentality in the first half that we knew we had a lot of stuff left in our arsenal to run, so we were confident in that aspect, and we know that after the first half we can battle with these guys. If that's the number 9 team in the country, we're battling with them right to the end. It was frustrating, but that was kind of our mentality going into the half, that we knew that we had some punches to throw yet, and we ate some punches in the first half, but we responded well, I think, coming back.
Do you feel like some of that tough sledding that you had in the first half was necessary to get you guys, to get them, certain off balance, or I don't know, did the first half set up the second half at all?
Absolutely. There's a lot of stuff you learn in the first half. Sometimes you have a game plan that you think's going to work. The scout team guys in here, they can't give us the exact look. They can give us an idea, but there's a lot of things that you can run and it just doesn't work. That's the way the game plan works sometimes. But we knew we had a lot of good stuff, and we put up some points in the second half.